back up. Time on it, we could stand tall over before we go far. We have us no go tire. Together we stay strong. With love and support, oh, we go sing this unity song. Simon, we did you. Prime Minister, now you be. You're probably the thank you. Falling like you give me see. Feet to get moved to do it. Hearts to beat for our land. Hope they rise like the ocean. With Simon, we dey stand. Future bright like morning. Biafra shine like gold. Together we gon' make this story we dey hold. Simon, we dey hail you. Prime Minister, now you be. Biafra, we dey thank you. For the light you give me see. Future bright like morning. Biafra shine like gold. Together we go make this story we dey hold. Simon, we dey hail you. Prime Minister, now you be. Biafra, we dey thank you. For the light you give me see. Thank you, my Prime Minister. Powerful, you stand so tall. Biafra will rise again. In your name we hit the call. Together we go get Biafra. Marching hand in hand, so true. Promise to spread your anthem news. Of your music we pursue. Thank you, Biafra. History will tell our tale. Hero of our dreams. Your courage will never fail. Together we'll shine the wasa. To you we look for hope. In the darkest night we find strength in your words we cope. From your brave our leader. To you we look for hope. In the darkest night we find strength in your words we cope. Strong and brave our leader. Future bright we see. Leading us to freedom. Unchained will be. Thank you, Ekpa. History will tell our tale. Hero of our dreams. Your courage will never fail. Strong and brave our leader, future bright we see, leading us to freedom, unchained will be. Thank you.
Yes, my wonderful people, una welcome, una well done. I greet everybody anywhere you dey join from, anywhere you dey see from, anywhere you dey. I greet you in the name of Chukwokike. You see, there are some things we don't forget, and I want us to remember them today. Make we remember when you see some people coming to tell you what and what and what and what, I've forgotten whether Master Nnamdi Kanu they care, this one, that one. I want make you know, say all of them nah lie. They don't want Nnamdi Kanu free. I tell you, they don't want Mazen Nnamdi Kanu come out. I want make we remember say for the Senate House, when they come pass the bill, or when they deliberate, or when they seek, say they want me they release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, whether politically or anyhow. 14 senators from Biafra land say no, may they no release Nnamdi Kanu. Instead, may they extradite Simon Ekpa. I know they tell you news. You know, say when I dey tell you any news, I go give you proof. This one na Nigeria, you go hear them yourself. I want make we know, say, today, everything will make them hunt Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa. They say this one, they say that one. Today, e get anything where this Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and the Simon Ekpa talk will no be true. Is there anything they have said that is not true? Today, as me and you they here now, everything they said are now true. They don't prove themselves saying are true. Everybody don't say I'm saying are true. But the question be this: why are they still holding Nnamdi Kanu? And why is Nigeria still accusing Simon Ekpa say nine be the problem where they do everything what they do for zoo? I want make we remember say Nigeria can go to any length. They lied that Finland don't agree with them, say they don't sign court paper, they don't do everything, they bring Simon for June, or be July, or be July. I tell people saying that true, and they like when something they happen, make Nigeria, when it they happen, maybe they bring them out themselves by themselves. If Nigeria as a country go lie that kind lie, they publish them. What do you think of such people as a country they claim to be? I greet everybody. If you just join me, I greet you. One kwachi some ekenenge nam the lucky they will miss akere. I greet you. Nam the lucky palace. I greet you. If you are just joining me, try do me a favor, like like the video. I beg you, just do like the video. Just like even if you know, like if it say like I just want you to do something to the video, either like or this, either like or dislike. So today, when you come to social media, what do you hear? You go hear something like anyway, I think maybe we watch Alex Travis, I greet you. I go like make we first start with whether they did deport or they extradite or they diet extra or Mazi Simon Egba as they claim. One thing with these people is that they know how to lie. That is Nigeria for you. And any country where they live in lies, that country, forget them. That is not a country. That can never be a country. Nigeria can remember when they can tell you say Finnish embassy, Finnish ambassador to Nigeria say that Simon is blocking the bilateral relationship. We watched, we did not see the woman say so, but Nigeria made this go viral. Nigeria is good in carrying fake news. I'm not saying Nigerians, I'm saying telling you Nigeria themselves, because they know they publish anything will be good or will be true, especially when that thing is against Igbo, against Biafra, when we look today, you go see wetin dey happen. People they rejoice when they hear say that they extradite Simon. Now I want to ask a question. Wetin Simon do you? Simon Ekpa, wetin be the thing wey do you? And I see the fools, the fulefu ndị mmadụ Sonny Akparawa and the co. They are no longer fighting in Ngozi Oraboeze now. They are no longer telling you they have the men on ground. They are no longer telling you they are the one that have been chosen by God Almighty. They are not fighting Dr. Ngozi Oraboeze again. Waiting happen now. These are the questions. I was in their spaces some 2 days ago, I think. I was listening to see what they were saying. I enter with my identity. I no enter anonymous. Because before I enter anonymously, yes, I think 2 days ago or yesterday, I enter with my identity. They were discussing how Funani they do this one. I say, sure, is Funani your problem? I think say una problem na Ngozi Oraboeze. No be Ngozi again. No be Ngozi Funani again. No be Orapo Funani again. No be Ngozi or Ngozi Babago again. It's now Funani. Really? Yeah. You know, some people never understand the waiting that they do. They are playing mind game. They are using people's brain. How can you be fighting for Biafra? A fool like a Sonny Akparawa from Ikore Akwa Ibom that is not truly fighting for Biafra. His people have been deceived by Sonny. The same thing in Sima did. Sonny will gather those people that call themselves intelligent people. You see Onyeka, whoa, Stella, wow, all of them. And I back it almost chihuahuas. Ngozi, Sonny will tell you today, oh yeah, attack Ngozi. Attack Ngozi, they will come out. Ngozi Orapo Funani, you are not thinking of your tomorrow. Why should you be taking instructions to fight for your Biafra from Sonny that is not even fighting for Biafra? Sonny that did not sign, Sonny Akparawa that did not sign the declaration document. Sonny's signature no dey there. These are things people don't even know. Sonny Akparawa's signature no dey there. Sonny Akparawa no get ID card. See am, e dey my wallet. And they carry am go anywhere. Any day, although police never control me for the first time. Any day they control me, they go see am. Now my ID card, now my Biafra ID card. Make I cover am because of these criminals where they hover. See am, my Biafra ID card. See am, United States of Biafra. Sonny no get am. If he get am, make he come show you. Sonny no get am. And he is controlling those of you that have your ID card. Those of you that went all the way to Finland to endorse, to put down your signature. It's in my here. Only beribe keo. Only beribe. Only iberiberism kege karare. Listen, until we wake up and they know the fact from the lies. Until you be, listen, you know one thing with this life, you see, if you not tell yourself the truth, you will not even identify the truth when it comes. This is just the fact. So today, they are no longer, or anyway, tomorrow they will come out again. Because what they do is, Sonny, we weigh the situation. It do like them, it be to them when they think PM is coming out. PM, they change. When they feel, it be like say it go reach 2 months, they go change again. Like I tell you, I don't tell Sonny with his prefect, assistant prefect manager, Ogechikunkere. Where is that Biafran government in exile office? The abortion of where is they? Una swallow ram, una sell am, una rent am out, una lease am. Where the house dey? Where the property dey? Ask them, let they show you. You know they again, the house no dey. Ask them. Why they know they can't tell you waiting PM will talk again? Why are they no longer preaching for back? Go and ask them. Because they know say their lies don't finish. PM will say, why is that Chihuahua in France no longer coming to tell you fall back? It's now when you make videos, she go carry a con there, talk rubbish. Somebody will no get common sense. Your own go end very soon. All of una own go end very soon. So, as for those where they carry fake news, Simon Ekpa this, Simon Ekpa that, I want make you know that Simon Ekpa will never, even if you die, wake up again, Simon, they no go bring him to Nigeria. Nothing will go make that happen. I want make you know that. So when you see some ndị beribe I want you to know that ihe anyị na-eme bụ ihe Chineke bi n'eluigwe kwadokwara. Yeah. Ihe Olisa bi n'igwe kwadoro ọ ihe anyị na-eme. Okay? So today, as we move, I want to make we listen to this video a little bit. Make we hear them before we go to. There's an old videos, about 2 of them, about what has happened in the past. How senators signed that they don't want Nnamdi Kanu to be released. And did you know the people that signed? 14 senators from Biafra land, mainly Igbos. We go see them. Abaribe signature they there. The same fools that come out and tell you they have done this, and Nnamdi Kanu is coming out. I want to make we understand, because we may have forgotten this, and they will tell you they are working for Nnamdi Kanu to come out. Because they go come out and tell you, say, nothing happened, it don't mean anything. That is what they do. That is what they do. So before that, make we listen to this about Simon Ekpa.
That if his administration is not able to let it work, that
and I come back for second term, don't vote for me. And I come back for third bill anymore.
Meanwhile, hear this one where Jagaban talk before we go. For those where they wait, if you listen to today's news, make we talk about zoo. Although na zoo we talk small today. When you listen to news today, they are not discussing the insecurity. They are not discussing the new terror group that I imagine every day. They are not discussing the, what do you call it? They are not discussing Lukarawa, Boko Haram, the other one. No. Do you know what they discuss? Do you know what they discuss? Come on, a singlet can you hear? No wonder. Maybe I can just say because. No wonder. I'm coming. I will change it. When you look today, you will see that they are no longer doing or carrying out, discussing anything other than either how they want to bring Simon Ekpa or how they will win election. I want you to listen to this. Just listen.
You must have electricity. And you will not pay for estimated bill anymore. promise made will be a promise kept. If I don't keep the promise and I come back for second term, don't vote for me. That's the truth. Unless I give you adequate reasons why I couldn't deliver.
All right. Did you hear the president? Unless, again, there was a caveat, unless he gives you adequate reasons why he couldn't deliver. So, in other words, there is already a preparation for a reason if he's not able to deliver consistent electricity by 2027. All right. Meanwhile, yesterday you heard that the president came and signed off 50 billion naira to clear off ASU and NASU's debts. Meanwhile, what ASU is telling us now, that's the Academic Staff Union of Universities, they're responding to the claims by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration that it has released 50 billion naira to settle long-standing earned academic allowances owed to university lecturers. And in an interview very recently, now asking IPOB members to fabricate raids in Imo and Anambra State, he expressed his grievances during a meeting with his legal team to address the Nigerian government's alleged attempts to manipulate public opinion ahead of his trial on April 29, to conduct an impartial investigation into alleged or transfer of funds. So again, maybe this thing takes time because it was just yesterday the president signed it. So maybe ASU should be patient. It's not like the monies will be released immediately. If the president just signed it yesterday, there'll be a couple of protocols to go through before they'll receive the money. So I think let ASU just hold on. They will definitely get their money. We're hoping that they get their money. Meanwhile, the embattled leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, has called on the European Union and the United States to conduct an impartial investigation into alleged state-sponsored insecurity in the southeast. He lamented over the deliberate efforts to falsely link IPOB members to fabricate raids in Imo and Anambra State. He expressed his grievances during a meeting with his legal team to address the Nigerian government's alleged attempts to manipulate public opinion ahead of his trial on April 29, 2025. Now, this was via a post by Aloy Ejimako. Kanu described these raids as state-sponsored tactics to deflect attention from global campaigns for his release. All right. So he says that Nnamdi Kanu met with his legal team. This is a statement released by Aloy Ejimako. He released a statement from his legal team addressing the Nigerian government's alleged attempts to manipulate public opinion ahead of his trial on April 29, and he highlighted concerns over deliberate efforts linking IPOB to fabricated raids in Imo and Anambra State, describing these as state-sponsored tactics to deflect attention from global campaigns for his release. A lot of people have been campaigning for his release lately, and they're saying that what the recent upsurge of insecurity. Remember, just 2 days ago, we heard that they raided some hideouts. The police said they raided some hideouts and that they were able to apprehend some IPOP members. They got some weapons from them and cash of arms from them. That's what they told us, that those individuals were IPOP members based on their raid. And this month, Nnamdi Kanu is to appear in court. So the legal team of Nnamdi Kanu is saying, or rather, Nnamdi Kanu through his legal team is saying that this is deliberate, is a fabricated attempt to ensure that whatever it is that may recall when he appears may not necessarily work out. But I think the rule of law needs to apply now, because this time around I don't know what other excuse that would allow for him to continue to remain in custody. Meanwhile,
Okay, now, if you listen very well about, since Namazanam, they can make we talk about, before we go talk about the lies of Nigeria, but everything that they tell you, Nigeria, they tell you, now lies anyway. Now, if you remember very well, there has been videos where they caught people, Nigeria police and Nigeria army. When they catch people, they go carry Nigerian flag, give them. They go carry something, tie up Nigeria, they go carry Biafran flag, give them. Nigeria police, Nigeria army, when they catch people, we go thief, they go carry Biafran flag, give them. They go tell them, make them talk, say they be IPOB. Only say I no get enough space. If not, those kind of videos are for no loser. We remember last 2 years of a criminal that was caught, not even once. They don't catch one for Abuja even. They tell him make the same be IPOB. They don't catch so many where they go thief, some they go rob, some they kidnap, some they thief car. When they catch them, they go tell them, make them talk, say they be IPOB. By force, so one come talk am for public one day. When they interview am say, na them say make I talk say I be IPOB. The truth be say I no be IPOB. I no even know where them dey. So now all these things, remember I told you, Asari Dokobo, no when he come out to come tell you say if you go also if you go Igbe, you go this one, now we they do and we don't try, you go see scores, you see this one. Still, despite Asari Dokobo coming out to open mouth and they leak, they see tell you say na IPOB. They do all these things na to get enough excuse to keep Nnamdi Kanu, to get enough excuse to demand that Simon Ekpa stop talking for Biafra. Because Nigeria know that even if they bury them, all of them for inside the ground, Finland they no go release Simon Ekpa to them. So they are demanding, they are working hard to see that Finland help them to stop Simon Ekpa from talking about Biafra. Because Biafra is the terror. When they hear Nigeria, they are terrified. When they hear Biafra, Nigeria, whenever Nigeria open their ear like this, or even if they sleep, they hear Bia. Remember what IBB said? That if you Yoruba man say anything, he's not bothered. If our man talk, he go to sleep. But when the Igbo man open mouth, when Biafra man will just make a move, he go wake up, say something there, something is about to happen. He go wake up, prepare. So they are so scared, very, very scared. So let us continue to listen. So when you see them manipulating, making up stories to keep Nnamdi Kanu, to detain him, it's not because of Nnamdi Kanu. It's because of Biafra. Because of Biafra particularly. So let us go. Let me not say the things in future.
Very recent development. I'm sure you guys heard that Simon Ekpa, right? That the Finnish court has approved for his extradition to Nigeria on July 12th. And a lot of Nigerians wondered that what precisely could that be, or why would they eventually extradite him? Why would that process be, considering the fact that it may result or turn out to be what transpired during the initial time that Nnamdi Kanu was extraordinarily rendition to Nigeria, that it could actually exacerbate insecurity in the southeast. Well, let's just say, for example, that his lawyer has come out to say that the Finnish courts did not approve anything, that these are all lies from the federal government. So, you know that on Tuesday we saw the story across.
Did you hear that? There was no Finnish court. There was no hearing. There was no court sitting. There was no judgment. There was no extradition or extraditment order. And the Nigerian government can't tell you say that they bring Simon Ekpa back to Nigeria. They have finalized everything. It has worked. In June, in July, it will be done. People that claim to be government. Are you getting the message? These are the things we tell you, that when you don't have rule, you don't have law, you don't have what is called rule of law, you have no country. Even a decent family have rule of law. They have rules of engagement. Nigeria no even get anyone. They no get rule. They no get law. They no get engagement. They no get justice. They no get anything. The only thing that exists that supersedes everything is injustice, kangaroo court, or perverted justice. So, when something, people that claim to be a nation will be able to make up lies, and this is where people are claiming they belong to. Ihe a obodo, people know obodo ha. This is the country people are clamoring for. It is their country. Oh, it is their country. Hey, their lovely country. Oh, their salvation country. And some fools are being deceived by some people that call themselves men of God to pray that Nigeria could survive. I remember that song where we dey hear for NTA when we small. Nigeria go survive, Nigeria go survive, Nigeria go survive, oh, Nigeria go survive. I don't know how many of you were they don't born that time. I think Fumi Adams sing that song. I think Fumi Adams sing. I don't know. And that's that time we know they take that song. Once ATA news, when the one go break, they wait. When the break, we go watch it. Nigeria go survive. We go the dance. When we small, now I don't grow, I don't old. And Nigeria never survive. I wonder. So don't go say we pray Nigeria, so Nigeria won't die. But the actual song should be, we pray for Nigeria, so Nigeria will die. Because if Nigeria do not die, you don't have life. If Nigeria no die, you no get life. And the Nigeria have been dying gradually. Finally, today, Nigeria is dead. Finally now, Nigeria don't die finish. They are now burying Nigeria. Gradually, they bury them. And before you know it, there will be no Nigeria again. It will be forgotten. They go bury and finish, mash bury a ground. Everybody go move on. Grass go grow there. Nobody could remember say there was anything, because there was never. It's all a lie. All lies.
Social media platforms and even some news channels. The judgment was said to have been delivered at the Pajat Haim District Court in Lati on April 18, 2025. The post was widely shared on X, formerly Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok. The viral post was accompanied by an AI-generated picture showing Ekpa in an attire that appears to be from a prison uniform. So, popular blog sites published it. Reno Mokri, former presidential aide, referenced the viral post on Ekpa, and a couple of news channels actually talked about it. So, on Wednesday, a newspaper published a picture for its front page for Wednesday's edition. The picture shows that the viral post on the purported approval of Ekpa's extradition by a Finnish court was a cover story of a newspaper edition. Other versions of the viral post have also been archived. Now, we know that Ekpa was arrested in Finland on November 21, 2024 by law enforcement agents over alleged terrorism. He was subsequently sent to prison by the District Court of Pajat Haim for spreading terrorist propaganda on social media. And Ekpa was said to have committed the crime in 2021 in Lati municipality. He's accused of instigating violence and inciting terror in the southeast of Nigeria through his social media pages. So, obviously, Nigerian authorities have been demanding the extradition of Ekpa, a dual citizen of Finland and Nigeria, for prosecution. However, the effort has not yielded any result right about now. So, the senior detective superintendent of the National Bureau of Investigation in Finland disclosed that a Finnish district court fixed May 25 for the prosecution to file charges against Ekpa. Subsequently, Laaksonen said Ekpa would remain in custody until his trial since the alleged offense was not bailable. Recently, Carl Gummerus, Ekpa's new lawyer, said Ekpa will appear in court in June 2025 to face trial. So, based on what a couple of investigative platforms did, Nigerian authorities had indicated their intention to seek Ekpa's extradition. It remains unclear whether a formal request has been submitted to Finnish authorities or when extradition proceedings might begin in court. But when, online platforms, specifically the cable, contacted Gumeras via email, he said no court in Finland has taken such a decision. He says, I can confirm to you, this is Simon Ekpa's lawyer, I can confirm to you that no decision has been taken in Finland. I have no information on the matter, so no such decision could have been taken. I wonder who is spreading such information. That was what the Finnish lawyer of Simon Ekpa said. So, who brought up this information? Is this the federal government? Is this a deliberate attempt to possibly make it seem like they have control of that situation? Because I remember speaking about this 3 days ago and I said, seriously, you've been able to perform and utilize your intelligence to ensure that this man is extradited to the country, but you've not been able to use that same intelligence and effort to eradicate Boko Haram and insurgency occurring in several states across the federation. So a lot of Nigerians were wondering, what is your priority as security agencies? The National Intelligence Agency, the DSS, the SSS, all investigation bureau, if this was your priority and you could actually put every resource together to ensure this happens. Well, as it stands now, the lawyer to Simon Ekpa has told us that that's not what it is. It is not true. Ladies and gentlemen, today is Thursday, April 24, 2025. I have right here in the studio Dr. Pastor, Barrister, Chief, Eze, Professor Darlington Agumore. How are you, sir? Good evening to you.
Esther.
Yes.
This my titles. We go watch them.
Hey. We go chop goat meat. It's
Are you sure
with correct pepper soup.
Are you sure you can take that?
You say wo correct one.
Are you serious?
With better mind. I'm telling you. You go enter.
I want me to listen to this Barrister Darlington's analysis to see what he said about Simon Ekpa. Then we move on to the senators that signed that Simon Ekpa should be extradited and that they don't want Nnamdi Kanu released. So let's listen.
Right about now that it's not a big deal, right? You can obviously go ahead with your computer generated sleep. You don't longer have to queue or fight over or have issues with not having your PVC to vote. You know that in 2023 we saw a lot of underage voters with the PVC. So if this is one,
look at all the year this man has been conducting election.
No, I think we are done. Let's take the one we got there. Let's just take it there. So if we have heard the truth, and there was this our brother for a sister, I've forgotten her name. I've forgotten her name. She made a good analysis on that concerning Simon Ekpa. I want us to know that when you see Nigeria, they want to know what you would do. Forget who, she no one tell you who bring the news, but the source of news is Nigeria government. And their purpose is to push you to see what you could do, to see how you want to react. So that they go tell Finland, yes, people like it. People want you to bring a Simon Ekpa. Nigerians want you to bring a... Listen, no Biafran person would demand that who will sign that Simon Ekpa be extradited. Except the Ndekberima, non-ala Biafra. They can dear. These people, only the likes that sign that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should not be released. Likes of Soludo. All of them, all those people that that call themselves governors, delegitimize the governors. They have signed. Yet when they come out in public, they say, "Yeah, release Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is suffering." When I tell you it's a lie, you don't understand, because they can never demand or ask for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All they will do is they will just ship in a statement once in a while just to deceive people. The truth is that they don't want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu released. This is just a simple truth. I don't know how you want me to prove this to you, but anyhow you want me to prove them to you, I go prove them to you, because with the talk, if they play, if they show. Okay. With the talk, with the play, it is show. Okay? So, before we continue on that, I want us to understand that Nigeria can only propagandizisco, propagandalizima, propagandalai, propaganda fake, propaganda ndị ara ndị riri Kajetan, I greet you. Ifeanyi, I greet you. Rose, ndewo. Kesi Bekee, ndewo. Chris, Biafra son. Biafra son. No. Ndewo. Chinenye glad ekene gị. Jevuk Baji. Ndewo. Fabric, I greet you. 042 boy, I greet you. Kesi Beke Nazuzu Kwekenenge Nnamdi Lucky Palace, I greet Shisom. They won. Shina Goro Mekelenge Odobe Ekenekwam Alex Ekenenge Hanacho. I greet, I greet everybody. Bishop, I greet you. Emeka the Alex Travis, I greet all of you. I greet everyone. If you are just joining now, you are welcome. Ushe Kajetan, just do me a little favor. Like the video. That's all you owe me. Just like the video, we move. Just like the video. So, like I was saying, I shared the link. So, Pastor Shima, one them they will. You're welcome. So when you see Nigeria doing this kind of lies and propaganda, all they are doing is just to pull your leg, make you do like, yeah, we like it. They want to. But the truth is just to use it against you. But the truth is that they cannot do anything. Imagine a country that is built on lies, carrying out lies, deceiving people. You will understand what I'm saying. That is the country called Nigeria. That is the country called Nigeria. So quickly, make we start today's lesson. Make we start today's video. Then if we have time, we will listen to one of our PM's broadcast that he made long ago. Meanwhile, let's just...
Welcome back to Newsday. Thank you so much for staying with us. Now let's take a look at some matters from here at home in Nigeria, as elder statesman Edwin Clark has urged President Bola Tinubu to urgently implement the 2014 National Conference, asking him to ensure the reintegration of the Igbo in the socio-political sphere of the country. The former Federal Commissioner of Information also asked the president to release the leader of the indigenous peoples of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu. Clark made the calls in an open letter to President Tinubu with references on the need to restructure the country and reintegrate the Igbo. While decrying the winner-takes-all attitude in the country, Clark said no region has monopoly.
Did you hear reintegrate the Igbo? I don't know if you heard that, but in case you did not hear that, I will rewind it for your ears to enter. You see, when you see me, I know say I no go school. I know say I no go school. I know say I no sabi book. But at least I sabi when you eye me. My mother nne m na-adị agwa m na onye iberibe amaghị anya arọrọ arọ. It's only a fool that don't know a sign given with eye. I was born as I was growing. I can't see as Nigeria dey work. I know say I no follow for Nigeria. As I dey hear, I hear Nigeria call me minority. As I dey listen, I listen to Nigeria tell me say I am not a part of Nigeria. I am not part of anything, part of water, part of schooling, part of free education, part of anything, part of leader. No, Nigeria no get leaders, they get rulers, part of rulership. And that one, it enter my head, it enter my mind. I can't understand them. But it's just so painful that our people don't understand all this. Our people do not want to understand all this. Our people are not listening to the truth. Now, Felicio Okuwe, I greet you. Thank you. Nonso, I greet you. Now, I want to make you understand something. For those, you see, when I come here to tell you that thing you see Uthman Danfodio, I think Abubakar something, Abubakar, somebody that said, one Funani, their leader that told you, that told that British journalist that if there is any position, they have to give you a document to sign for them, for you to work in with them. Are you getting it? For you to work for Nigeria, for you to work for your country, you have to sign a written document. To prove this to you, when Peter Obi was running, pretending he was running for presidency, you remember he went to North. The North no even give him the paper in the they know say he don't sign paper, but they come ask him in the public. If they for public TV, I think arise all of them carry. When they asked Peter Obi, what will you do for the North? And the Peter Obi stood there and he said, I vow with my life to protect the North. I vow in the public. You may say he did not say it exactly the way I said it, but he said, I vow to protect with all my life the Constitution of Republic of Nigeria. And this is the same Peter Obi. I saw somebody so learned like Delefaro to me came out to tell us that if Peter Obi entered there, he will change the Constitution. Delefaro to me, we love and respect you for standing on the truth. But the thing is that when you begin to manipulate the truth to make it look good, so you go favor somebody, Delefaro to me, you go lose your respect and love. Delefaro to me, those of you that don't know, is a Yoruba man that is standing different. Just like Ganefawe Himi also. So, Rosen, you're welcome. But firstly, let's listen to this to the end. That he is pleading, not that he was. That's when you see the deputy speaker, what is his name, Benjamin Nkalo, coming to dance. Hey, Tinubu have signed paper to integrate Igbos into Nigeria. And they ask you, do you see this mumu? You claim to be senator, and you are happy that you as a senator have a document written and signed for you to be reintegrated, that means you were employed as a non-indigenous person to Nigeria. According to what that, I think Ruth Mandamfodio said, that if they need any vacant, that if there is any vacant that need to be occupied or filled, and they don't have a good northerner to fill it, they will bring expatriates, or they will bring other Nigerians, other people from other part of Nigeria. They will sign contract and they will work as people. They will employ them to sign contract before they work in the office. So when you see people like Abaribe, you see people like what is his name, Akpabio. You see somebody like Benjamin Kanu, you see somebody like Oji Kanu, you see Rochas Okorocha, you see Soludo, you see all of them, including your own traditional rulers. Your own traditional rulers now have to sign the document to become traditional ruler. They have to sign on an undertaking by Nigerian government to be a traditional ruler. And you claim you belong to the same people. You are not part of them. Don't deceive yourself. So let us listen that somebody is pleading that Igbos should be reintegrated. Listen, I no go stop am again. Listen.
On the need to restructure the country and reintegrate the Igbo. While decrying the winner-takes-all attitude in the country, Clark said no region has monopoly of power or ruling the country, as some believe. Well, Arise analyst Dayo Shobole joins us now to discuss the call for the reintegration of Igbo into Nigeria's mainstream politics and how that could be achieved. Good afternoon, Mr. Shobole. Warm welcome to Newsday.
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure being here as usual.
All right, well, let's get straight into it. Several calls and suggestions made by Pa Edwin Clark. One of those, of course, is the release of Nnamdi Kanu and his sentiment that Nnamdi Kanu, that release can be significant for a new era of Nigerian politics. Shall I call it Pan-African Nigerian politics?
Okay, Rose, you're welcome. Rose, can you hear me? Okay, before Rose comes up, we continue. So I want you to understand, say, follow.
The Senate of Nigeria has rejected the motion seeking a political solution to free the leader of the proscribed indigenous peoples of Biafra, Ibop Nnamdi Kanu, from detention at the Department of State Service, DDSS. It also reached a resolution calling for the extradition of a self-acclaimed leader of the separatist group, Simon Ekpa, from his base in Finland to face charges for his...
Did you hear what the man is telling you? You see the sign on Arise TV, no be go 247, no be Simon Ekpa News. Are you getting the message? I want you to listen again. Listen again. Oh. Listen again. Make you hear. Listen. 1, 2, 3, go.
The Senate of Nigeria has rejected the motion seeking a political solution to free the leader of the proscribed indigenous peoples of Biafra, Ibop.
Did you hear that? That the Senate has rejected the motion. That the Senate rejected the motion is not my concern in this video. You will get my concern when it reach. But I want you to understand another thing here. That the Senate has rejected the motion to politically release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's true political motion, Abi. Political, how do they call them? Political vision, Abi, motion. Political waiting. Whatever. They are not, they said no. Rather, may they find a way of bringing Simon Ekpa back to come and face trial in Nigeria. And did you know what? The people behind this are the people you call Igbo, we use Igbo to destroy Igbos. Listen, I'm not stopping it again until it finishes. Then I'm at 1-8. I want you to just catch the glimpse, the main story there. The hint there is that Nigeria Senate rejects the bill to politically release on political terms, to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on political terms. One, instead, they say, instead we go release Nnamdi Kanu, make we go fight to bring Simon Ekpa, make we put them together with Nnamdi Kanu. And do you know the shocking truth? The people behind it are Igbos. You go see them for video. You go play here. No be radio, na video. You go see them. So listen.
The Senate of Nigeria has rejected the motion seeking a political solution to free the leader of the proscribed indigenous peoples of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, from detention at the Department of State Service, the DSS. It also reached a resolution calling for the extradition of a self-acclaimed leader of the separatist group, Simon Ekpa, from his base in Finland to face charges for his sit-at-home calls and inciting trouble in Nigeria's southeast. Our National Assembly correspondent Omo Bazwai has more on this.
Simon Ekpa, a self-styled leader of separatist group Indigenous People of Biafra, has been passing several orders from his base in Finland to his followers, establishing a strict sit-at-home order in Nigeria's southern states. In the absence of Nnamdi Kanu, crippling commercial activities in the region. On Wednesday, the activities of Ekpa and his gang finally caught the attention of the Senate, following a motion by Imo West Senator Osita Isinazo. Isinazo's motion was co-sponsored by all other 14 senators from the southeast, inviting Nigeria's federal might to end the rascality of Simon Ekpa and his band of outlaws in the region.
The Senate is aware that thousands of innocent lives have been lost since this action of sit-at-home in the southeast started, and properties worth over $1 trillion have been destroyed, which has resulted in investors leaving the region.
2023. Efforts by the governors of the 5 southeastern states have achieved little to no end in the terror activities of Ekpa and his men. Kanu was extradited from Kenya in 2021 after he jumped bail in Nigeria, alleging threats to his life by Nigerian security forces. On October 2022, Justice Binta Nyako of the Federal High Court struck out 8 out of the 15-count charge earlier brought against Kanu by the Nigerian government. The appellate court ordered his release on account of his unlawful extradition from Kenya to Nigeria to face terrorism charges. But the Supreme Court overturned the decision of the Federal High Court, leaving Kanu in detention since then.
I hope the video said it and made it very, very clear. Now, the question is this. Where are all these people now that told you that Simon Ekpa is the problem? That the cause of the insecurity is Simon Ekpa? Have you wondered where they are today? Where are they? All of them that said that the problems they have is Simon Ekpa. Where are they today?
The Senate of Nigeria has...
Hold on. Now, this one you call Osita in Azo or in Ezu. I don't know what they call itself. I think Osita and Azo. Now, all these people today that used to tell you that Simon Ekpa is the cause of insecurity, have anybody bothered to ask, why are they not telling us the cause of insecurity today? Do you know that Dr. Damages today don't discuss how sit at home is killing people. Dr. Damages don't discuss again today. House it at home is the cause of insecurity. How someone ever? No, they are now discussing how Funani headers are the cause of insecurity. But one thing all these people I call it flavors find difficult to tell the people or to tell themselves is that Simon Ekpa has not done anything wrong. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has not done anything wrong. Because you cannot live the truth and be jumping passion on lies. You know go work. Everything Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said, everything Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said has come to pass. Yet, you are holding Mazen Nnamdi Kanu as if Naim cost your Nigeria. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has never been your senator. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has never been your leader in Nigeria. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has never represented you in anywhere in Nigeria. Rather, he said Nigeria no go stand. Now, how are you holding him responsible for Nigerian problem? Why the people that are destroying Nigeria are there walking out freely? Your oppressors are freely walking down this. Even they are not even walking. You carry them on your head. You carry your oppressors. See insecurity everywhere. You see people coming out boldly now to tell you that the cause of this insecurity are Fulanese. That the reason for this insecurity now are Fulanese. They no longer hide it. They no longer hide anything. And you see some Fulani will come out to tell you they are entering agreement. They are reaching treaty. That the ones you entered, how manage? Remember, people from Sahel have entered this treaty. What happened to them? They wiped them out. I played the video here some time ago, I think last week or the earlier this week. You have nothing to trivialize or criticalize with India. India abroad declare how they make you upon. I'm telling you. When you have nothing to do with these people. Absolutely nothing to do with these people. Nothing like treaty. Nothing like treaty. Rosa, I don't know why you're being kicked out and kicked in. If you can hear me, just go on quickly before they take you out again. Can you hear me? Okay. It's like he cannot hear me. Then before that, I want us to listen to this as well.
Good day, everyone.
Now, I know many of us don't see the video. This video of this woman, a journalist as well, telling us what has happened, telling us that 90% of the insecurity, 90% of the insecurity in Biafra land are caused by Nigerian military, police, Ekpa, and so on and so forth. She's a media personnel. Are you getting me? And yet, you see people coming to tell you that it's Simon Ekpa. When this woman made this video was about 2 years ago, at least more than 1 year now. She made this video. Dr. Damage no go play this kind of video. No, Dr. Damage will not play this kind of video. Then, what Dr. Damage will come to discuss is how Simon Ekpa is evil, how Nnamdi Kanu has been bad. But I am happy that, and the one that called himself Shade in Canada, have disappeared all of a sudden. He don't come to tell us again that it's not Funani that are doing this thing. It's Kamona Clash. Fools everywhere. He don't come to tell us that this is not Funani. It's a Enugu people. Is it Enugu people that took over a Hamufu? Ndị iberibe juru everywhere. Ehuru many people. And this shade though, listen this shade not on exile He is on exile. If he enter Nigeria today, they go use him body do pepper no be pepper soup suya. I dare shade make him go Nigeria. You know wetin dey pursue am now? If he enter, Funani go use and do suya. And they go use and do suya. No be say na Funani go come carry am. Na him own brothers go carry am take do suya. This thing you see he is doing now is what his people want to use him to do. And he is coming to do it to Simon Ekpa. You see that had he been that thing in Canada, that foolish man that called himself shit, had he been he succeeded then in becoming Enugu governor, he would have done worse than what is his name, Peter Mbai is doing today. Had Chidi succeeded, hope Uzodema would have been a mere child's play. I tell you, because Chidi today that did not become the governor and he conspired against the people and they wanted to buy him, he wrong. Shows that what he's doing today shows that he was not coming to be, and he is coming to be 100%, that's 1,000,000% Funani EU in our midst. He is the one they wanted to use. Who know by now if they might have funalized everywhere. But because God passed them, God to say, you know, go near that place. And upon that, they have to pursue him out. I think it go good make we listen to Master Simon Ekpa before we go our own PM. Make we listen to his make we listen to his video before we continue.
My message today on this 14th day of July is going to be very different. I am not here to give update. Every update we have is in the public. And I believe that if you are here watching this program, you may have been following the Biafra Liberation live and direct. My fellow Biafrans, as we approach the declaration which is to take place during our convention in Finland on the 2nd of December 2024, there are things that we must do. As we continue to protect our land, as the Biafra Defense Force increase the defense of our land, the defense of our women and our children, it is the most important thing for this government to protect the right, the properties, and of course, the life of our children in Biafra land. For us to achieve this and make our place a better place for all of us, we must bear in mind that our blow to Nigeria state and to Nigeria terrorist state must continue to be deep. I mean, our liberation going forward as we approach November, December, must continue to be deep blow on the Nigeria terrorist state until our declaration and beyond. Nigeria has dealt with us for many years. We have seen ethnic cleansing of our people. We have seen attempted annihilation of Biafra people, including changing in demography, distorting our map without any consent from the indigenous people of Biafra. Because we have entered almost the final stage of the liberation of Biafra. The world is talking about the Biafra today. We have been able to put the information, the issue of Biafra in the world global stage. We must make sure that our wrath against terrorist state of Nigeria remain invisible. Our wrath remain invisible. We will continue to deal with Nigeria, and Nigeria will not know what is dealing to them. And that is the invisible of the wrath of Biafra people. We must not have mercy on Nigeria terrorist state. I am telling you, the dimension that we are entering from now is that every personnel of the Biafra Defense Force must understand that going forward, we must not have mercy on Nigeria terrorist state, nor on the enemies in our land. No mercy. As we continue to defend our land against terrorist state of Nigeria and their foot soldiers, our happiness must always be at the tip of our sword, at the tip of our mara, at the tip of our guns. That's where our happiness should lie. As we continue to defend our land against Nigeria terrorism, our heart will always know no pity. This message today is directly to any person that is involved in our security in the homeland. There will be no pity against anything Nigeria within Biafra land. Our heart must know no pity. I want you to understand that our cry of war will be given for our country, Biafra, which is now finally cutting the Nigeria and British chain of slavery, decade of slavery. Our defiance will not be passed until the Biafra people and the Biafra nation are free. My fellow Biafrans, when the rest of the indigenous people in Nigeria or other ethnic group, as you may call them, and the land, they continue to hang their head as they bow to the terrorism of the Nigeria state. We, the brave, from the land of brave, called Biafra. We, the lions and lioness of the emerging state and the United States of Biafra, believed in our chests. We have denied 1,000 pains since the amalgamation of Nigeria. But only one proud, holy thought, which is that as we approach the 2nd of December declaration of the restoration of independence state of Biafra, Biafrans, we must rise against Nigeria terrorist state. We must rise against Nigeria terrorism, against our people and our land. We must rise against the massacre of our people by the Nigerian state in Biafra land, like the revenge of the Kulervo. For many people do not understand the Kulervo concept. Kulervo dagger and melee deals high damage, very high damage size. The Kulervo size the power of treachery to slake his thirst for revenge. In Kulervo, even the kingdom cannot shelter you from your sin. If you die 10,000 deaths, and your crimes will still pursue you. That is exactly what Kulervo does. We have opened that chapter in the Biafra liberation. Your crime can never be forgiven, especially betraying our people, betraying our freedom, and costing the life of hundreds and thousands of Biafrans, including the opportunity to excel in life and live a better life than every other person in Africa. This generation of Biafra fighters, of which you and I are opportune to be part of, we inherited this war that we are now fighting today, defending ourselves. We shall fight and finish it. We shall pass not the war unto our children, but sweetly those destinies of this war. And a new table will be born of Biafra, which will grow, charge, and triumph. Therefore, Biafra people in Germany, I call on you, Igbos, I call on you, Efik, I call on you, Ibibios, I call on you, Ogoni, and the Jaws in Germany and beyond. There is only one Biafra, and its ideal cannot be removed by sheer of force, or by sheer of gun, or by shears of barrels of the gun and bullet of the Nigeria terrorist state. This Biafra remain Biafra. It remain our nation. And we must not allow the share of the Nigeria forces to force us away from our own freedom and the land of the rising sun. I repeat, I call on you, Igbos, Efik, Ibibio, Ogoni, and just in Germany and beyond. There is only one Biafra, and its ideal cannot be removed by sheer force away from under the old eastern region sky. Its sun is rising very fast, and the dragon flag of the Biafra Defense Force is carried by the strong hand of the Biafra Liberation Army and the Biafra Defense Forces over the roars of the bloody battlefield in the eastern part of Nigeria, Biafra land. From the southeast to the rising shore of the Bight of Biafra, today the Biafra Bakassi Peninsula up to the Gulf of Guinea. We shall control our territory and our waterways. For us to do this, you must know that resources, finance, physical commitment, and otherwise is needed for us to achieve this goal that will benefit our generation and unborn generation of Biafra people. Biafrans in Germany, if you know what freedom is all about, this time you come forward and support the liberation of Biafra with whatever you have. We will make sure that our bullet will never run out of bullet. The Biafra Defense Force will never run out of bullet. It is the responsibility of you and I to make sure we do not just come to Europe to enjoy the freedom that they fought many years ago and allow our people to perish. The time for propaganda is over. Time for castigation is over. It's time we make sure that our bullets are always full in their cans. Nothing is too small. The sacrifices we have made is paying off. And today, the world is talking about Biafra. It is time we make this particular fire to burn even more and bigger than ever. Airborne to the Biafra Defense Forces. Airborne to the Biafra Liberation Army. Ja, 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 ja. We will win these people. Airborne!
N'olu anụ mpama. Ya. Always liking or trying to get herself noticed. Ndị eriri ihe mkpọrọ ha. Well, my people, I just say make I do that small video. I know they bam. My glasses they disturb me for eyes, so say no Ebola today you go book appointments. They see doctor, they give you now until June. They give me appointment, so I have to change. So meanwhile I have to push it out from here. Make I go rest small because it's in the wire me. So when you see people gathering, calling, telling you we call for the freedom of Nnamdi Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu, I want you far breathing because she always like to make herself known now, you know. That's why she is there to tell her agents that she is working. To tell those who send them, I am working. So when you see all this is the way they play today, Abaribe know, all of them know that they have no future in Nigeria. Now, why are they fighting? Listen, I say one thing, I used to say something. It will be better for you not to talk than for you to come out and condemn your own brother in the public. Do not do that. When you know that what your brother is doing is the right thing. How long are we going to continue like this? You beg to be part of politics. You beg to be part of anything, yet you are not part of. Look at what is happening to our people. Look at what has happened to us. Look at whatever, however. Then you tell yourself the truth. Where are you today? Where do you belong to? Are you part of Nigeria? If you are part of Nigeria, no problem. But if you are not part of Nigeria, I want to make you ask yourself, tell yourself the truth, where you belong to. Those that said, remember, since 1945, our people are since 1945, Bidro keep well record and he wouldn't buy. And when we have Meronike, Ojuku sepaka emenye n'udo ha bịakwara mmanya ọgụ. Ịma many things people don't even know. They tell you Ojukwu is a warmonger. Ojukwu is a warmonger. Did Ojukwu start the war? No. Ask yourself, did Ojukwu start the war? This Nigerian Biafran genocidal war, did Ojukwu start? This is what people don't even know. Because when you hear Biafran war, you think say Ojukwu goes. Ojukwu no go start war. Now go war no come talk say war don't start. Come they shoot gun inside Biafra land. When Ojukwu did nothing, Ojukwu was not fighting you. You declare the war. You call Ojukwu, now you will be Nigeria, we be go on, declare the war. Now you say no Ojukwu be warmonger. Now you say Ojukwu na bloodsucker, not the way you know call up. I hope every day of your life go on and you and your children. I want to ask you a question. Have you heard anywhere in this life children of Gowon coming out in public? Have you heard? Because they are all evil, regretting their evil deeds in the dark. When they go inside, they go there cry, but when they come out, they pretend all is well with them. Be like Obasanjo. When their children cannot be senator to represent their land, where are they? Where are they? Kachine Kenya, may God have mercy on us. Make I stop the program here. Make we remember, say, the Finland, I wanted the Finland Convention. The US office launch memorial service is loading next month. So I will say thank you so much for being part of this program. And I will say God bless you. And I will say thank you. And like this video for me. That is the only thing you owe me. Just like I'm, at least if you know like I'm, dislike I'm, no problem. I know go first say you dislike I'm, just dislike I'm. You show me say I know they do well, I go sit up. So thank you so much for being part of the program. And bye from here.
On this day, we gather round to honor the heroes, lest they be forgot by Biafra's soldiers.
To all Biafrans worldwide, from the Idoma to the Igede, the Igala to the Ogoni, the Ijo to Wanang, Orong to the Ekit, the Ikwere to the Igbo, and all Biafrans, mark your calendar. A historic moment is upon us. On Friday, May 30th, 2025, the United States of Biafra government proudly invites you, all citizens and allies of Biafra, to a 3-in-1 event to mark the Memorial Day of our heroes and heroines at the first ever Biafra Peace Summit and the inauguration of our DC administrative office, a beacon of hope, strength, and unity for all Biafrans.
Government, not the citizen, build up, we stand as one, united, in our one.